Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about having Jupiter and Scorpio in a natal chart. And first thing I want to get at is that when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Jupiter signs in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them, in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, now Jupiter astrology is connected with luck and fortune, and Jupiter and Scorpio people, they may be lucky by being incisive, by being probing, investigative, getting to the bottom of things, going beyond the superficial, going beyond the surface, digging deep, going past, facades, subterfuge. Um, they may be lucky when using guile and also just trying to transform, whether it's themselves or something or others, empowering others' lives. Um, Being resilient, having that ability to bounce back from adversity, dealing with crisis. The thing is, and also this person may have an uncanny ability, be very lucky when uncovering secrets about somebody. And the thing about this too, as I've stated in previous videos, Jupiter could be very paradoxical, it could be very strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. It may enlarge in some cases, I would say, physical related issues such as something, the colon, the bladder, the prostate, urinary tract, reproductive system, and also enlarge even the bad qualities of a Scorpio, such as being manipulative or overly sneaky, surreptitious, being jealous, vindictive, vengeful. Um, and also, Jupiter in astrology is connected with exuberance and enthusiasm. It could show what we have in enthusiasm for. People that have this placement may have a very strong enthusiasm and exuberance just for could be just transforming, it could be rebuilding an engine as an example, or doing something with recycling. There may be it could be transforming others, such as empowering others, motivating others to enhance and transform their lives, giving support, matters that are connected with psychology, trying to understand, say, the psychological reasons for people doing things. There may be an enthusiasm for the supernatural, the occult, and the occult, which can include astrology, shared resources situations, such as a business partnership, and also even things that are extreme. It could be extreme sports, as as an example. Jupiter in astrology also has a connection with the philosophies and beliefs. And having Jupiter and Scorpio in a natal chart, those beliefs, again, may be connected with, transformation, being able, to transform the self when necessary, whether it's through a career or, it could be a career transformation as an example, and also about being passionate regarding matters, having a strong desire to do things and going beyond the surface, not just taking things, at face value, understanding that, there can be, hidden motives, hidden agendas, ulterior motives and agendas for things, and going, just being able again to go through subterfuge and superficiality. It can be about being, resourceful, uh, resilient, coming back from adversity, and being able to deal with crisis and being composed in doing so, not going to pieces if you're dealing with some kind of crisis situation, a very adverse situation in your life. Also, it's about being just deep, probing, provocative as well. Jupiter in astrology also is associated with sports. So, a person, people that have, this placement in their natal chart, may have an interest in extreme sports, and it could be, even like deep diving, you know, something. And also I would say, weightlifting, bodybuilding, because that's connected with transformation. It's transforming the self, whether it's from somebody that has a slender build becoming more muscular in their physique, or somebody that's might be heavy that wants to transform themselves into being in better shape, leaner, stronger, having a more of a muscular physique. It can be as well, doing, the person that has this place may also be obsessive. Guard against being overly obsessive in matters connected with the sports that they are, that they're interested in. Skydiving, could be, bungee cord jumping, that could be, perceived as a death or life, sports. Also, Jupiter is associated with higher education. So having this placement in your natal chart, there may be an interest, college studies, associated. Could be with locksmithing, psychology, insurance. Um, it could be, doing something, with investigation, forensics, forensic science, embalming. It could be learning to be, a coroner, or doing something with surgery, as well as some examples of insurance, taxes, such as learning to be a tax examiner. So even the occult, which includes astrology. Jupiter also is connected with publishing, and this person, people that have this placement in their natal chart, they may be interested in publishing things associated, with psychology, psychiatry, again, the occult, which includes astrology, something with surgery, um, espionage, getting to the bottom of things. That could have to be something connected with mysteries, um, matters pertaining to death. Also, again, transformation, which can include just simply rebuilding an engine in a vehicle, transforming a car, something with recycling as some examples. And also, there may be publishing, a person may be interested, connected with corruption and crime, or doing what could be work as a, also, surgery, or work as a coroner, as some examples. Now, Jupiter is also connected with prosperity and affluence. And having Jupiter and Scorpio in your natal chart, there may be, affluence or prosperity, associated with something Scorpio related, whether it could be something with forensics, investigation, psychology, insurance, tax examination, something connected with the occult, which can include astrology. Person needs to be careful, again, as I stated before, Scorpio energy can be obsessive, so guard against becoming overly fixated or obsessed on being prosperous and, and affluent, because most people realize this, but I'm saying this anyway, that prosperity isn't everything. Money is, it's not, the end to all means of somebody being, happy or jovial or what have you. So it's about the happiness within the self. But anyway, now Jupiter also is associated with traveling abroad. So people that have Jupiter and Scorpio in their natal chart, they may be very secretive regarding their long distance journeys. They may go to mysterious places, places that are spooky, is connected with the supernatural. If this person goes to another country, they may be interested if there's any like those horror houses, like those haunted, houses like around Halloween, if it's celebrated there. I don't know, what places, if any, in foreign countries would celebrate Halloween, but if they do, that would be an example. Maybe going to foreign countries to learn about, someone's perspective connected with the occult, again, which includes astrology. Now, Jupiter is also associated with religion. So, people that have Jupiter and Scorpio need to be careful again about the obsessive, fixated things and matters with religion. But the person may be very secretive regarding these matters and not really talk much about their beliefs on on religion with other people. Jupiter also is associated with foreigners, so people that have this placement in their natal chart, may interact with a number of foreigners that may actually be Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. Might be people that are very incisive, probing, deep, empowering, transforming, but they could also be people on the negative side that might be overly jealous, manipulative, vengeful, and vindictive. And also could be people that are in Scorpio professions, whether it's locksmithing or psychology, insurance, tax examination, or doing something with forensics as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.